My name is Arielle Loren, and my passion is writing and making books. I'm phenomenal because I am fearless and ready to change the world. The way that I see myself is as a very powerful, strong woman. I love to travel just because I love learning about and experiencing firsthand other cultures. So when I go places, I'm always looking for, what is it like to live here locally? What is it like to get away from the tourist aspect of traveling and really get into the local culture and find out what, each neighborhood is really about. I decided to move to Salvador Bahia in Brazil, mainly because I'm interested in Afro-Brazilian culture, and I really wanted to learn about just the arts and how that's kind of expressed in the local culture. So I'm really looking forward to that, and definitely hoping to write and do some filming while I'm out there.
So tell me about your process. You had a process. You were working a full-time job in New York, and then
I was working in New York full-time in marketing, and I really felt like every day when I was waking up, I wasn't doing what I loved. And I like to give 100% to what I do, but in order for me to do that, I have to feel passionate about what I'm doing. And really, I'm passionate about writing, I'm passionate about making films, and I'm passionate about talking about subjects from gender to sexuality to health. So when I decided that, I need to leave my job and really kind of focus on the things that I'm passionate about, I decided that the best place for me to do that would be to move to Brazil, which is something that I always wanted to do. I have no idea how long I'm going to be in Brazil. I'm kind of just moving and going with the flow, and if I end up staying for a while, then I stay for a while. If I end up coming back home after 3 months, I come back home after 3 months. Really, I'm more so focused on whenever I feel, or however I feel creatively inspired, that's how I'm going to act. I think my inspiration is really just being able to get out in the United States. I feel like I'm a very different person when I'm abroad, and I'm a lot, more open and looser and relaxed and able to think more clearly versus when I'm here, I'm very uptight and I'm worried about things, I'm stressing over things, and I'm thinking, I think, just a bit too much while I'm here, especially in New York. So going to Brazil is really about allowing me to be able to open up and relax and, kind of clear my mind and decide, what are the next steps that I want to take in my life.
So you had an experience where you went to Spain and you ended up staying there for a year when you were originally supposed to go for a semester. What happened there?
So what originally actually happened was that I was supposed to go to Madrid and study abroad with New York University at their satellite program. I get there and I just felt like it was this big American bubble, and I was like, I really don't want to be around a bunch of Americans while I'm in Spain. So I had went on a weekend trip to Sevilla in the south, and we had some friends down there, and they were having this really authentic time, and they had all these friends from all over Europe and South America, in addition to local Spaniard friends. And we were like, me and another friend of mine who were in the Madrid program decided that we wanted to have the experience in the same way that our friends were having it in Sevilla. So we just took a semester leave, we packed up our stuff, we went down to Sevilla, enrolled in a local university, and just lived for 6 months, and had a really fabulous time. I definitely say that was probably one of the best experiences of my life. For me, traveling really allows me to get outside of my box and really learn about people from a different perspective than just being an American. So, it's one thing to stay in the country and to read about things and to watch things on TV. It's an entirely different thing to actually go to the places that you're reading about and go to the places that you're watching on TV. It makes all the difference, and you really get to feel the culture versus just seeing it. So that's really the reason that I decided to kind of go abroad as much as I can. Traveling is really about making it a priority. So for the people who say that my finances are not there for me to be able to travel, you can save up and go and travel by deciding that you're not going to buy that cute dress at H&M, or you're not going to get those 5 pair of shoes, or you're not going to eat out for a month because instead you're going to put that money towards your flight. I'm not like this ballin' superstar, woman who's traveling and gets to see the world on a trust fund. That's not how it works. I work and I make money, and I have to hustle to be able to, go and afford my flights and be able to stay in these countries for extended periods of time. So you really just have to find a way to either save or have a remote income where you don't have to be in office every day and you can tell it from there. So that's what I would say to the first part of that question. The second part, in terms of fear, it's just something you have to do. It gets easier as time goes by. Once you go on your first plane, it becomes a lot easier, because once you get into the country and you get on the continent, it's like, I can actually hop around and go to, neighboring countries and see things that are a lot more accessible, easier than me taking constant flights from the United States. And once you do your first international flight, it just becomes so much easier just to keep doing it, and you break that barrier down, and it just becomes something that becomes a part of you, and it's not necessarily something that's this foreign, extraordinary thing. It's just something that you do.